Hi, are you looking to up your daily practices to get more in the flow of things, to feel more energized, to feel like you're starting your day off and keeping your day in a really wonderful state? Then video is for you. Hi, my name is Marie and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am here to serve you, to give you ideas, tips, thoughts about how I see the world, and I hope you really do enjoy it. Welcome. So, in this video, I want to talk about some super powerful meditation and other types of practices that will bring you into a daily flow. So the 5 daily practices that I highly recommend that you do each and every day to kind of keep yourself going, keep yourself motivated, keep yourself strong, keep yourself happy is number 1, hydration. So I would say that this is a really, really important factor. Like, I really want you to focus on drinking a lot of water, right? So not all drinks are equal. So coffee is not the same as water, and soda is not the same as water, right? So drink a lot of water throughout your day. Obviously you can do other things too, like smoothies and juices and all things like that, but hydration is super, super important. And the reason it's so important, especially now in the times that we're going through with all the transformation and the transmutation of all the energies that are going on, is that the water helps your body process all that information. It helps your body flush out what it no longer needs. It helps smooth out all the processes within you. And remember, by molecular weight, we're like way above the 70% of water that we thought before. It's more like in the 90s range, and Veda Austin talks about this quite a bit. She also talks about how water carries consciousness and information, and so that each morning when you drink your water, it has new information for your body, and that's why it's so important. You can also start to put your own information into your water with love and gratitude, and I'm sure everybody who's read Massimo Emoto, I think his name is, where he took all the pictures of the water crystallography, which Veda Austin has continued, where you start to see, if you put love, gratitude, all those things into your water, it really starts to do absolutely amazing things. So remember to hydrate. That's your number 1 focus. Number 2, your breath, right? Once you are hydrated and feel amazing, you need to start to think about your breath, and do that as often as possible throughout your day. I would say take a little break, take a little pause, think about yourself, and think about how it's feeling. I have this really cool thing where I drive my kids to school every day, right? And on the way back, somebody put up a beautiful sign, and it's like a big heart, and it says, "How is your breath feeling?" And each time I drive by there, it's like I'm caught, right? I'm like, oh yes, my breath is all the way up here. I'm like, I just was stressed, and I was just driving somewhere and, dropped my kids up. Maybe they were fighting, whatever. And I start to realign myself and say, right, how is my breath feeling? I start to pull it deep into my body, deep into my belly, start to do that yogic belly breath, right? Where you really start to all the way down, right? And the breath is so powerful. It's so extremely powerful for your steady state of being. So each time during your day, when you forget, when you start to, get all wound up and you end up higher and higher into your neck area almost, you're not pulling down your breath at all, take that deep breath. Wait. Take a few deep breaths. Wait. And start to feel your nervous system slow down. Start to feel yourself feeling amazing again. So number 2 is your breath. Number 3 is sunshine, right? So go outside. The sunshine, and even if it's raining outside, actually, when you're outside in the sun, in the rain, we're going to focus on the sun here, you receive so much information. If you do it early in the morning, it starts to work with your circadian rhythm, right? The 24 or so rhythm that we have that helps us to regulate our body, like when we're awake, when we're asleep, and when different processes are happening in the body. That rhythm is so attuned to sunlight. So if you get sunlight early in the morning and late at night, it starts to understand how to reset itself and how to work with your system so that you get better sleep patterns, better digestion, better immunity, better vitamin D intake, right? All those things. I don't even think we've scratched the surface of how much the sun does for us in terms of regulation and in terms of how we feel. We know all these, solar flares that are happening that are bombarding us with information. That's one thing, but then you have the general kind of, upkeep and energy that's entering into your body and fueling you and making you feel alive every single day. So number 3 is sunshine. Number 4 has to relate to outside as well, and it's grounding. Grounding becomes so important right now. I hear people talking about this all the time because it's so easy for us, just as easy as it is for the breath to come all the way up here, it's so easy for us to lose our grounding, right? So go outside, barefoot on the grass. I actually do this even in the wintertime. So I have a dog, right? I'm sure you've seen him in my videos sometimes. And in the morning I let him out and I actually walk. Even if it's snow and ice and stuff, I walk barefoot out to let him out and then I walk back in. And that is freezing and much more comfortable right now where we're in the northern hemisphere, so it's sunny. But I do it anyway because it's so important for my body to actually touch the ground. Yeah? So touch the ground, get those ions pumping in your body, go hug a tree, go out in nature, just sit down, make sure you're actually touching the ground, touching Mother Earth, and she will return you touching her by grounding your body down so that you can then allow to go up, right? It's both directions because we live in this dual world. We have to ground in order to receive. Yeah. And number 5 in my little 5 list here is meditation. And I'm not talking about, I know how some people, and I did a whole video about that, I'll link that video below, about I don't know how to meditate, right? Because that's a general sense that we all have sometimes. But you do know how to meditate. Meditation is actually your natural state of being. So let's pull away that whole kind of, oh, that's something different that only gurus do on top of this mountainside or in this, amazing, landscape. I have to, sit cross-legged. I have to go out into the space. It has to be an amazing experience. It's not like that. Meditation is to bring your awareness back to you. It's to bring your awareness to everything around you, to be fully conscious, to start to pay attention to all of your thoughts, to pay attention to your emotions, to pay attention to what your body's trying to tell you. So meditation is basically just being, right? It's your natural state. So in the beginning, to retune ourselves back to that, we can start to take mini short breaks, right? I think Eckhart Tolle talks about, just taking a few moments, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 1 minute, and just be with you. Breathe. So you can combine this with both your grounding and your breathing practice, right? You can go outside, you can breathe, and you can just tune into you and just stay there for a moment. Even if all your thoughts are driving you crazy, even if all your emotions are driving you insane, they're trying to tell you something. So be with them. That's all they want. They want your attention. They want you to be with them. Then we can start to focus on extending our meditation practice where we actually do sit down or lay down or listen to a guided meditation if you feel like your mind is talking way too much to you, right? Slow down. Be with you. All that your body's asking you to do, all that reality's asking you to do is to be there. Not to try to run away, not to be somewhere else, not to be here, right? So remember to hydrate, remember your breath, remember sunshine, remember grounding, and remember meditation. These 5 things don't take that much time in your day. You can do them while you're doing all the other things almost, right? You could be drinking and walking and grounding and breathing, right? And being aware at the same time. So it's a combination approach, right? And each time you catch yourself throughout your day with feeling like, you're swiveling, you're having a difficulty, come back to this. Come back to remembering what you need to do. I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you so much. Let me know if any of this, if you're picking up any of these practices, or if you already have them. Maybe you're already doing all these things and it's starting to make your life, turn around and you start to feel amazing. Or maybe you're like me, where you notice on the days where you really focus on this, where you kind of, remember each and every time, you start to feel better. On the days where you kind of slip back and you forget because you're too busy finishing this project, you're too busy, doing whatever it is that you're doing in your life, bring yourself back. Each time, bring yourself back. Continually bring yourself back to you. Lots of love. Namaste.